Good morning, students. I think all of you are fine. So lockdown is going on, and our class is also going on. We are not getting stopped. We are in touch. It's a good job. So let us today we have to continue the third part of chapter 10, Science class 10, NBSE. The chapter name is Light, Reflection and Refraction. We have done two part already. So today we will go third part, and third part we will deal today with the rules required for image formation in the spherical mirror and how to draw the ray diagram in concave mirror specially. Okay, so let us come to know the different rules for the image formation in the spherical mirror. So here I have given 1, 2, 3, 4 rules are there. So rules for image formation in concave mirror or convex mirror, that is spherical mirror. So first rule is what? Incident ray parallel to principal axis. This is short symbol. IR means incident ray, PA means principal axis, RR means reflected ray. RR means reflected ray, IR means incident ray, and PA means principal axis. What is incident ray? The ray which comes from the object towards the mirror is called incident ray. The ray which strikes on the reflecting surface is known as the incident ray. And what is reflected ray? After striking the incident ray on the surface, smooth surface, it returns back. So that returning back ray is known as the reflected ray, and this is the principal axis. Already I have discussed early class. So first rule is incident ray which comes parallel to the principal axis, after reflection the reflected ray passes through the focus on the principal axis. Let us see that point. I am just giving you a demo. This is the concave mirror. As we know, this side is rough surface. Here I have shaded it. The shaded part is a rough surface. This is the principal axis. This point is known as the pole of the mirror. Suppose this is the center of curvature. This is known as the principal focus. When the ray parallel to the principal axis, this ray is known as the incident ray. When this ray comes from the object or from the source, the ray is coming from the light source. Then when it touches the reflecting surface of the spherical mirror, then from here it will return back. But in what way it will return back? The rule says that it will return back through the focus, like that. This is the first rule. I have shown you the parallel incident ray after reflection, it is passing through the focus. This is point 1 figure. Okay. Second rule, when incident ray passes through the air on the principal axis, then the reflected ray return back parallel to the principal axis. This is so. Once again, let me to give the demo. Once again, this figure. So this is a concave mirror. Suppose this is principal axis B, this is C, this one is F. If the incident ray come through the F, this is the incident ray coming through the F. After reflection, it will again return back, being parallel to the principal axis. So just 1 and 2 are opposite to each other. Now first one is parallel, then focus. If focus, then it will return back, being parallel to the principal axis. Third rule is that if incident ray striking at the P with angle I to principal axis, then reflected ray returns making in same angle, that is angle R, with the principal axis. This figure for point 3. Let us see the figure here also. This is also mirror. Suppose setting part, rough surface. This is principal axis, pole. This is C. This one is F. If the ray will come through and strike at the P, this is incident ray coming. So an angle is forming with the principal axis, that is called the I. Angle I means angle of reflection. So then from here it will again return back in the same side, making the same angle like I. So this is called angle R or angle of reflection. So in such that angle I is equal to angle R. In this way, what angle it will create here, with same angle it will return back. Suppose this is 40 degree, then the reflected ray will return back making 40 degree with the principal axis. Then number 4, if the incident ray through the C, then reflected ray also return back through the C again. So again we have to see here. So if this is the mirror and this is the rough surface, this one is principal axis, this is C, this is F, this is P. Then if the ray is coming through the C and striking on the surface, then this ray will again return back through the C, again it will return back same path. So incident ray, reflected ray, this is the incident ray and this one getting back is the reflected ray, will be in the same path. So these 4 rules we have to follow during the image formation in the spherical mirror, that you have to practice in your copy, so then you will be acquainted with this system. Otherwise you will get the difficulties to draw the ray diagrams here. Okay, thank you very much. Next will come the image formation ray diagram in concave mirror. We'll talk now. We'll talk today about the ray diagram in the concave mirror. Concave, this is all, these are known as the concave mirror. So how the image will be formed for the different position of the object in front of the mirror, we have to see now. So now there are, first let me to say you what are the position of the object in front of the mirror. Suppose this is the mirror, concave mirror. This is setting part. This is the principal axis. This is suppose C. This is F. This is P. This distance and this distance will be equal, this to this. Now we are having 6 positions for the ray diagram. What are the positions? I have given you. Position for the object, where we can put the object for the image formation in front of the mirror. So what are the positions? One is known as the at infinite, far away distance, when the object will be very much far away from the mirror and we cannot measure the distance of the object, then we say the object is at infinite. In that case, we have to see how the image is formed. Second position we have to bring beyond C. What is beyond C? This is called the C on the principal axis. Then behind C, back side of C, left side of the C is called the beyond C. We can say this is beyond C, this is beyond C, up to this beyond C, this is beyond C, principal axis, this is beyond C. So behind the C, this is the C, behind the C left side, anywhere we can say beyond C. There we can put the object to get the image. Now at C, when the object is placed exactly on the C, we call at C. Then we have to learn how to draw the ray diagram at C. Then it is called between C and F. Now this is C and this is F. Anywhere object you put here, here or here, anywhere, then all these positions are known as the between C and F. Then when the object is placed exactly on F, we call at F. This is at F. Then the last position is between F and P. Anywhere you put the object on the principal axis between F and P, that is called the object position between F and P. These are the 6 positions. We have to put the object in front of the mirror and we have to learn how to draw the ray diagram for getting the what type of image, where the image and what is the size of the image. Let us count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here all the 6 ray diagram are there. We have to go through. I just explain one by one here with them. Now we will come how to draw the ray diagram in the concave mirror when the object is placed in the first position, that is called the object at infinite. Suppose we want to get the image through a concave mirror of sun, moon or mountain far away or any building far away of us. These are known as the infinite object. Object may be whatever, maybe mountain, maybe moon, maybe sun, maybe building. So if this object will be placed far away from us, we cannot measure it, the distance, then we call object is at far distance or far away or infinite. So let us see. Suppose for that we have to take scale, protractor, then compass, then pencil. We have to draw the ray diagram by compass, protractor, pencil and scale. Here no pen should be used. It is better to use the pencil scale. So for that you can take the protractor and put and bend it apart, or you can take the compass and put the arc like that, or by your free hand also you can draw a part of the sphere. Suppose this is the sphere, if we will draw this part, this is called the concave mirror. So like that we can draw the concave mirror, and in concave mirror we have to put the right side as shading mark. That means it is the rough surface or behind the mirror, and front side is known as the reflecting surface where we have to draw the ray diagram. So let us come the first case. Object is at the infinite. In case of infinite, what we do? We have to draw a mirror surface, and I am drawing here shading the behind part. Now by scale and pencil we have to draw at the P a straight line. Suppose this will be C, we have to take the midpoint will be taken F. Now this P F C 3 point we have to mark on the principal axis. Now first case is object at infinite. In that case we cannot put the object on the principal axis. Only the ray we have to draw. So first case is we have to draw the parallel ray to the principal axis. First ray. So when first ray is parallel to the principal axis as per rule 1, it will pass through the air. And this part I have given shading part. This dot mark. This dot mark means this is called the incident reflected ray, and this regular line means that is called the reflected incident ray. This is incident ray. This is reflected ray. Single arrow mark means first ray. Double arrow mark means second ray. So first ray I have taken, and first ray is coming through the air. And in case of object at infinite, we have to take any 2 ray or 3 ray or 4 ray, but all the rays should be parallel, because we know the ray comes from the distance object are parallel to each other. So how many ray we have to take? They should be parallel to each other. First ray is parallel to principal axis. Second ray also we have to take parallel to the principal axis, putting double arrow mark. Now this also is parallel to principal axis. This also pass through the principal focus. So now for the reflected ray I am putting dot line. So now this is the first reflected ray, this is the second reflected ray, and these two reflected ray, this is second, this is the first. These two first reflected ray and the second reflected ray, they are intersecting here. Where it is intersecting? At F. So that will be the image point of the distance object. So we have, after this our ray diagram is over. Straight. By scale and by freehand you cannot draw it. You have to use the scale for drawing the line. Now you see here also same I have drawn like that. It is F. So then we have to write about the 3 point. That is, this is the object position. Now we have to write information about image about the image position, image nature, image size. The position of image where it is intersecting, that is the position. Where it is intersecting? At F. So at F. Nature will be what? Real. Why real? Because I have told you in mirror, if left side image is permanent, this side is real, this side is virtual, this side is virtual, and this side is real. If it is real, then it will be inverted. Inverted means what? This is, suppose this is the object, if the image is forming like that, this is called the inverted image. So real image will be inverted. So as it is real image, definitely we have to write inverted. Then size will be what? As a point, as the suppose I have taken the image of the sun. Sun is so big, but the image is so like a small point. So comparing to the image to the sun, it is called the diminished, very small size, diminished. So this is the one. This is first position. Second position, object beyond C. Second position is beyond C. So now I have taken mirror and beyond C. Let us come for example. Let us see again for second. This is second beyond C. Now mirror, shading, rough surface, principal axis. This is called C. This is called F. This is called P. Something we have to put. Now according to question, we have to see where the object is. Object is beyond beyond C. Object is beyond C. So beyond C means anywhere on the principal axis. Suppose I am taking here, and the line which we have to draw, that should be straight perpendicular to the principal axis, 90-degree line. And we have to put the arrow mark. That means head is upside, tail is downside. So we have to name it A, B. नामकरण कर देते हैं. That is A, B. Then we have to take two ray for image formation. One is always parallel to the principal axis. So first ray we have to take parallel to the principal axis. This is the first ray. So as we know, according to rule 1, it will pass through the A. This is this. So I have make it dot mark. That is called the arrow mark. Reflected ray. Second one, we have to take any out of 2, 3, 4 is. Again, like that we should not take. We should take any 2, 3, 4, any one we have to take. Suppose for example, एक सस्ता वाला करते हैं. That is through the F. So through the F, I am drawing the ray up to this. This is second ray. Then according to rule second point, it will be parallel to the principal axis. Now this will be parallel to the principal axis. So now this is dot mark, reflected ray, second reflected ray. Now this first reflected ray and second reflected ray, they are intersecting here. You can see this is the intersecting point. You have to notice the intersecting point, and from this intersecting point, you just straightly perpendicularly go to the principal axis. Take the line. Just to make it little deeper so that your image you can recognize properly. Now this is the object. This one is the object. This one is the image. And now this point is coming here. You see this ray is coming here. This ray is coming here. So this point is getting here. So arrow mark is here. And as it is A, we have to write A dash. And as it is B, this line will be B dash. Now this image is formed. Image is formed A dash, B dash. And where it is forming? Between C and F only. Position is C and F. That I have written. Position is between F and C. Nature left side. So real and inverted. And size is definitely this will be smaller than this. Always its size we have to write comparing to the object height or size. So if you see, this is this side, this is this side. Definitely this is smaller than this. So I have written smaller. Clear I think. Okay. Now point 3. That is point 3 is at C. At C, if you will do, then again let us see. Exactly when object is placed at C, we have to draw the same thing like that. Principal axis, point P. Suppose this is C, midpoint F. Now object we have to write placed exactly on the C. Arrow mark. Namkaran AB. Okay. Then first ray is parallel to the principal axis. It will pass through the F. Going back. Now we have to take any either through F or through P. So we can take. Suppose we are taking the through P. Suppose this time I am taking through P. Now this is angle I. Now exactly same angle we have to draw downside. Then we have to suppose this is how much angle? This angle is similar like that. Then we have to draw back the line. The angle you can draw by shifting the angle from here to here. This is called the R. Same exactly angle will come as it is coming. This point is coming here. We will put here arrow mark. This arrow mark will be here. Arrow mark name is A dash. Now it will be B dash. Now see, same exactly I have done here. So coming, going back, again coming, going back. Exactly on the C it is touching, and if we will see the image, the position will be at C again. Nature will be real and inverted because it is left side and just opposite, upside head, downside head. Now side will be, if we will see properly, then you will see this height and this height will be equal. So I have written same to the object. Clear? I think this you have to do very carefully because the position of image is particularly at a point. So if you are drawing or ray diagram, or if you are not giving full concentration, then the position may be differ a little here and there. That's why full concentration is required for this ray diagram. So I have given here 3 star mark. That means VIP, very important, very important. I think clear? Now we will come to the number 4. Number 4 is what? Between C and F. This is the object position between C and F. Between C and F. For that we have to go also demo. That is C and F. See very carefully. This is, then first we have to set it to indicate a rough surface, smooth surface. Mid part, this is P, core. This is suppose C, center of curvature. This is suppose F, principal focus. Our fourth point is between C and F. C and F means here. Anywhere you can put the object. I have put here object. Arrow mark upside. Namkaran A, B. Object name is A, B. Head is upside. Now, same like 2 ray we have to take. First ray to sasta wala, that is parallel to the principal axis. So definitely it will pass through the F. Then I have just put like that to indicate the reflected ray. This is incident ray. This is the reflected ray. Second one you can do according to your choice. That is, if you will come C and F, then you can go through the C also, or you can go through the F also, or you can go through the P also, because all the 3 points are 3 now. So suppose I am showing you, you can take the scale, this point and C point you have to put in the middle. Your scale will be downside, upside sufficient. Then you draw the line straight downside and upside also by dot mark, like that. Upside is dot mark and downside is a straight line. You will see this line and this line will intersect here. This intersecting point is the image point, and from this point you have to go straight perpendicular to the principal axis. Then this point is coming here. This is arrow mark is here, and A is there, A dash, and B will come here. That is called the B dash. So image is here. Now you can go also like that also. Same angle you can take. Then you will get also here. Same angle you will go this angle, or you can go through the F also. Then parallel. Then you can go like that. So anyway you will get like the image like that. So what is our position? Position is beyond C. You see, this is the image. This part is known as the image, and this is beyond the image, means behind the image, left side of the left side of the C, center of curvature. Definitely it will fall behind the C, that is beyond the C. Nature will be real and inverted, left side, and size will be, you see, this is the object side, this is the image side. Which one is larger? Image is larger. So I have written larger. Which one? Image. Image is larger than the object. In this case, object image's height will be more than the object. Then fifth case. That is, fifth case is what? Object at F. Now object at F. We have to go object at F. At F. So for that also we have to draw the mirror shading. Now principal axis P. This is called C. This is called F. Now where we have to put the object number 5 or number 5 at F. We have written object at F. So now at F we have to put the object. AB as Namkaran system AB. Now parallel, it will pass through the F. Incident ray as it is reflected ray, I have shown by dot mark so that it can be distinguished properly, incident and reflected ray. Now another ray you can take through the P because F is already occupied, so you can take through the P or through the C. If I am taking through the C, you will see, and this line will go in this way, and this line we have to take by dot dot marking up to the mirror. That means this, when I am drawing here, you see this reflected ray and this reflected ray are parallel to each other. Everywhere the distance will be same, parallel. Here, here or here. The distance will be same. If we will go in this way also, it will be same. So both the ray are parallel to each other. As we know, the parallel ray never intersect. So no image point will come. So in this case, we will not get any image point. So we will not get image near about this periphery. If it will be formed, it may form far away from the mirror. That means at infinite. By chance, if it will form, then it may form at infinite. And if suppose for example I am saying, if it will be intersecting here, then this will be height. If it will be intersecting here, this will be height. If it will be intersecting here, this will be height. So as it will be far away from the mirror, then the height of the image will be more and more larger. So that's why I have given information. Position is where it will not form. If it will form, it will be formed far away from the mirror at infinite. Nature will be left side only, real and inverted, and size will be definitely a large, big size. Okay. Then here we cannot show the image definitely. This is the special also. This is also special because here image we cannot say parallel. Here exactly on the point, and now this point is, that is last diagram is object between F and P. Last is object between F and P. This is also important one also. You have to practice very carefully. So between F and P. Suppose mirror we have to draw. So for this case, what we have to do? Right side some space we have to put on the paper because the image will be formed in the right side. So leaving some space in the right side, I am drawing the mirror here. This is the suppose principal axis. This is the P. And in this case, what we have to do? This line we should produce with dot line backside also because our image will form backside. Now, suppose this is the C, this is the F, and this is the P. I have shaded it. All will be pencil and scale system. Now, where the object we have to put between F and P. F and P. Here we have to put the object. And you remember, in this case, the object should be very smaller size. We have to put the object small size because mirror as near it will come, it should be smaller size. Now we have to write it A, B. Now first ray is parallel as we have done everywhere. First ray will be parallel. It will pass through the F. F point it will pass through. This is first ray. This is first ray. I have put the dot marking for recognizing the reflected ray. Now second point you can take through the P from here to here you have to go, or through the C you can go from here to here. You can go or through B also. So this is I. Same angle we have to create downside and we have to take it. This is the second ray. This is the second ray. And this I have put the dot marking because this is the reflected ray. Reflected ray I am representing by dot mark, and incident ray I am representing by the straight line. Now you see, this is the first reflected ray, this is the second reflected ray. First reflected ray, second reflected ray, as they are moving far away from each other, they are going more diverting from each other. As we are going distance, they will be diverting like that. So as we will go more and more, they will divert from each other. So there is no chance of intersecting these two reflected rays in the left hand side. So as there is no chance in this side, so we have to go to draw the line back side. So you can take the scale you can put the scale just matching the already first reflected ray like that. Then half of the scale should be outside and just put the dot dot line this side. Again this ray, second reflected ray, your scale you match with the your this dot dot line and again produce it with dot dot line. You will see this will match in the right side definitely, because if these two rays are diverting, they will be narrow in the opposite side. So they will intersect, definitely somewhere they will intersect. You can see here they are intersecting. This is the image point of A. So this point is coming here, so it will be written as A. And arrow mark is there A, so we are putting arrow mark. Then from here, straight dot line we have to draw till the principal axis. Because why? Now because this is totally special image than all this ray diagram. So we are putting the dot line. So now I have written here the image is forming. You see same image down behind the mirror. So position of the image is behind mirror. Nature of image is virtual and erect. Why it is virtual? This is the special. All are real and inverted, but this is virtual. Why? Because behind the mirror it is forming. Behind the mirror, the image which is forming, that is not the real image, that is imaginary image. We have to imagine, it will not form. And that's why we are putting in the dot line, and that is called the virtual. So virtual image. And all the virtual image always come erect position, means head upside. Here also you see A is upside, A is upside, A dash, here B dash. But in other case, it was inverted. So all the real image are inverted except the virtual image. Virtual image is erect. So this is also special. Clear now? So these are the ray diagram. This is now you, I think you could understand, and it is you are feeling it is easy, but you have to go practicing. When you will practice on your paper, then you will get some problem, and then you have to see this photocopy and you have to practice it. So practice this one. Next class, in other class, I will give some homework to draw the ray diagram, which you have to draw honestly in your room, and you have to pass me. Okay. So today's class is over. Now, what to say something? We are locked inside our room. Sometimes we are moving outside, but now moving outside is very much risk, because now people are coming from the other states through bus, train by government arrangement, and when they will come, they will be under quarantine, and some of them may come hiding, or they may come to market. They might have the positive. So government alone cannot do all this work. We have to support. If anyone is coming, you have to also inform, and you keep the distancing. You inform whatever may be. You should keep yourself distancing from the other people. That is the only way to make distancing, to lock yourself in your room. If you are not having any essential work, do not go out from your room. Just practice your all the study material supplied to you. If nothing is there, even you just try to develop the reading habit of your book line by line. That will make you also 20% understanding. If you will read the book line by line, if it is totally new also. So don't waste your time. So take care and be safe. Thank you very much. Next class we will go some other part of this lesson.